Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Factorio. We're hitting our sea base once again. I'm definitely going to try and keep the mega base going. I'm definitely going to, do that at the same time as the sea base. But at this point, I've got 20 videos done for the mega base, and I haven't actually made any of them public yet. So maybe I'll make this like a series that goes on the side of the other series or something. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. But anyway, we are having power problems. Well, I'll get to the power problems in a sec. I'll tell you what I've done so far. So we've basically, this process, I think we had this process at the end of the last video, popping the coal out, getting the coal down. Now that fell over overnight. I left the whole thing running overnight and it fell over. Not enough coal resulted in not enough of these things. This thing stopped because there wasn't getting enough coal, stopped producing the sulfuric wastewater. And since we only had mineralized water coming out of this guy, it completely fell over. The loop, that loop with this one being mineralized water wasn't enough. But I went through my recipes. I spent a little bit of time trying to figure this out. I had another thing which got the coal cracking and pumped some more wastewater in here. I tried to do that stuff. It wasn't really working. So what I did was I went back to the recipes and I found this recipe. Mineralized water coming out of crushed stone and water. And as soon as I saw that, I was just like, freaking sweet as. That is a beautiful recipe. So I got this little setup over here. This guy producing the slag, crushing it, and then chucking it in there. And now I got all of the mineral water that I need. I keep saying naturalized mineral water. That's because I drink a lot of natural mineral water. But I don't think this is naturalized mineral water. It's just mineral water. Yeah, so that fixed that up. And this guy is running pretty much full speed. Producing more than enough coal at this point. So up to 199 coal. And starting to back up this as well. Almost over 500 of this actually. Which I'm very happy about. Because this is very, very useful stuff. So this is just, I think I fixed this up about 2 hours ago. So this is about 2 hours, maybe even less worth of work. And of course, these were running to some degree overnight. So I have ended up with like 3,000 of each approximately, which I'm very happy about. Landfill, got a little bit of landfill coming down there as well, which is nice. So yeah, 1.6k landfill, about 3k each of iron and copper. Power is a problem. You can see we just had a brownout last night. We have brownouts pretty much every night, unfortunately. It's a spike and then it goes straight down. So that's one thing that I definitely want to fix. First off is going to be the brownout situation. Now, we can do that easily. In fact, I think I'm going to change this over. You are going to be making stone. Because we got the other machine doing landfill. Basically, whatever crushed stone is it needed to produce mineralized water goes over to here and gets put into the landfill, and that produces a lot more landfill than the mining guy. So I feel like just making this have stone, because we will need stone for stuff as well. So 2 to 1. What do we need stone for again? I can't remember. But we need it. We need it. Oh, that's right. We need it for this stone furnace. So we'll let that go for a little while. We can also, we can't really grab crushed stone out of there anymore because it's not backing up in the slightest. That's right, this is giving us a bit of stone. So, not sure how much power we need, but we need a bit of power. So I'm going to put some power over on this side, I think. I'm still not sure exactly how we're going to do the landscaping, but we'll probably go down. We'll probably just keep going down and have these sides, and then at some point we'll split out another island or do whatever we need to do, something like that. So I'm assuming I don't have any more pumps. I just need some wood. What it really needs is some of this. There we go. When it says wood, we need that cellulose fiber stuff. Okay, so still producing the damn thing takes a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a setup that I've seen on a lot of people doing on YouTube, and it seems to be pretty sweet. So now we need 4 of these, and you do basically like that. Building those. Oh, man, it's so good to have so much freaking iron. You can just throw it at whatever you need to. Okay. Now we need some power poles right on the edge here. We need some of those. There we go. That'll cover that. Went another one there. And that'll be... Wow, those wood pellets, man, they last quite a long time, but apparently not that long. So here's the first situation where we actually need a splitter. So I was building a bunch of science packs. That's right. Before we do need splitters, but I was also going to go for fluid control because we want some overflow valves. Because that will greatly help my power situation, because it means I can merge this machine and this machine, because this one is just building oxygen and this one is just building slag, but I can merge them if I have an overflow valve, so that when the oxygen overflows, then it gets thingoed. Okay, but that's going to take forever to do, and I kind of want this first. Logistics. What we're going to do is we're going to dump all of that stuff in there, and then we need 20 more for the overflow valve. Yeah, because obviously reducing the amount of power we need is a good idea. Because the thing is, these things, they take so much. Although, actually, it doesn't matter, because this one isn't running most of the time, is it? And the drain is only 10 kilowatts, so maybe I don't care as much as I thought I did. Okay, well, we'll need that research anyway, and yeah. Okay, so still producing a ton of that stuff. Getting stone, which I like. I like stone. Of course, we banked it up behind all of the science, didn't we? All of these things. Alright, well, logistics should be done fairly soon. We can build another lab, which is not going to be a bad idea. And then we just need a splitter right here, and job done. And that'll start setting some coal over there. And we got 200 over there. So I'm assuming we should be fine. Yeah, and this is backed up as well. Only 9 in there, but it's definitely enough to make me feel comfortable about that being backed up. Okay. So insert up, put those like that. And I don't know how much these guys can do. 900 kilowatts. That might actually be a ton. Because 1.5, we're currently sitting around 2 megawatts. And these guys can produce 900 kilowatts each. So 4 of them, we could pretty much shut off all the solar panels and not need them anymore. But we don't want to do that. We don't want these guys running if they don't need to. We only want them running if the things are down. But of course, that would require a circuit network, which we are nowhere close to getting working. So that's going to mean that these guys are going to chew up coal constantly, potentially. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think solar panels do take priority over steam engines, so it should be okay. It should still be fine. Alright, logistics. You are taking your sweet time, aren't you? Aren't you? Done. 28, 23. Close enough. Of course, we've got to wait for power to go through, get these guys back up. What we can do is give you all of that. Half and half. There we go. No longer will power be that much of a problem. There we go. The accumulator is going straight up. Yes, I would be very interested to see. I'm assuming that solar will get priority over steam engines. The steam engines will shut down if we're maxed out. I assume that's going to be the case. So we got 2 megawatts of solar power. Basically 2 megawatts. So once these accumulators go up, are we still going to be producing 2.2 megawatts of solar? That is going to be my hope. And we'll just sit here and accumulators going up. So we still want 2.2 megawatts of solar. Yes. So we still have... Oh, it actually goes down because we don't need that much. But these guys completely stop. Completely stop working. You have stalled. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that's good. That's good. That means that the solar things do not get overused, and we will continue to use all of the coal, or as little amount of coal as we can. Alrighty. Give me a splitter. Give me a splitter. Jesus, that's bloody stuff, man. Whatever this stuff is that are producing the alginic acid. That comes from brown algae. Brown algae. Okay. I thought that came from green algae or something. But no, it comes from brown algae. Alright, we should definitely set that up to be automated. Because we got so much brown algae over here. Now the question is, do I have one of these? Nope, doesn't look like it. We should set up a machine to automate those guys. Logistics finished. Fluid control I'm less worried about at the moment. What is this? Electronics assembly machines. Oh, we're going back to bulbs, aren't we? Going back to bulbs. And of course, copper cable has been made an absolute pain in the ass in this game. Has it? Yes. I can't even see it anymore. Oh, here it is. No, copper cable is still the same. I could have sworn copper cable was a pain in the ass. Maybe that's because we were building something else in some other way. Alrighty. You. Okay, so you got that recipe. That one you've got. It's the bloody other one. This recipe. I really want this recipe. Green algae from brown algae and crushed stone. That would be so sweet, but you can't do that recipe in any sort of machine that I can test. It would be so good if you could, but you can't. Alright, so... Alright. Get some inserters. Kind of want another one, don't we? Oh, that unlocked these guys as well. But they need basic electronic boards, which I don't think I've even researched. So let's do that as well, just to increase the amount that goes in here. Oh my god, 10. You're fully powered. Oh, of course, because you're a shit assembler. So 10 seconds is a lifetime for these guys. Okay, well this stuff is backing up somewhat. Let's take, we don't need 74 and 76 coal in there. Let's put it all in there, and then that can back itself up a little bit. And yeah, our power problems are going to be over for a little while, just with that little setup over there. It's going to solve our problems for quite some time. So you are over there. And you are still building up a little bit, somewhat. Actually, we need that, don't we? Yeah, still building, backing up a little bit. So, what's our next stage? Well, I want to be in the position where I can build any of these machines that I want. That is the position that I want to be in. So, stone, right there. Okay. Oh, it just can't reach. It just can't reach. Okay. And if I get it out there, we're going to run into problems here, aren't we? Unless... So this... that out like that. Oh man, this is going to be bad. This is going to be the... Well, wait a sec. Let me just move this machine over by one. And now you are doing that. Huh, I guess we didn't need that one. Give me another underground. We're going to need another one as well, aren't we? So go like that. Ah, spaghetti at its finest. This is like, oh man, this is just so bad. But at the same time, it's just so good. And what we can do is we can actually merge those and then have that be a stone smelting line. Which is just, yeah, it's just terrible. Why aren't you running? Why aren't you running? Coal filters. You need coal filters. Oh, don't tell me. There we go. Obviously picked up too many of them. I did not mean to. Okay, don't have one of those. Let's go and grab one. And crate as well. Just to get some stone brick going here. Stone brick. And chest. Okay. So it'll put all of the stone. How much stone brick do we need? Not a lot. I'm going to constrain that so we don't use up all of our stone. So that'll give us stone brick available. What else do we need? Steel. Steel is going to be one of the things that we need for building this stuff. So we're building you. Yeah, steel. Steel is going to be a thing. We really... Yeah, steel is going to be a thing. Okay, alright. Need another one of you guys. Stone. Up. Running low on stone. A few more of these. It's nice to be able to see we can build 130 of them, even if it takes frickin' ages. 30. I'm going to take all 30 of those. Get that stuff going. That will make things go quite a bit faster. You are going to go here. We need another chest. And this one, again, we are going to fairly heavily constrain. Fairly heavily constrain. What's your problem? No, get out of there. Don't want wood pellets in there. I asked you what your problem was, okay? I'm giving you iron. Iron goes into steel. Except when you haven't researched it yet. Which I'm pretty sure I haven't. Okay. Alright. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Steel processing. 50. Steel plate, steel chest. All that other good stuff. Only 2 iron plate. Thank Christ for that. I'm guessing that came out of something to do with bobs, but thank Christ for that. 90, 92. Maybe we shouldn't have taken that out. Let's put some of this back in here. Alright. You got 37 stone brick already. So let's go ahead with the landfill. push that out a bit. Man, need a ton of that landfill. Only 60 more. This guy's not running as fast as he could be, but he's running decently fast. We can always make more of these setups that go directly into this. Because the only problem with these guys is they use up a lot of power, but as we've said, power no longer a problem. Okay, so if we have a look actually, overnight, what happens? Steam comes back. No, should be accumulators coming back. Accumulators should be the boost. But this is saying it's... Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We have to keep an eye on this the next time it's nighttime. Maybe, oh yes, of course, because these guys aren't going to shut off when it's night. Because, yeah, if the accumulators were a priority over the steam engines, then the accumulators would be running during the day, which we don't necessarily want. So, yeah, it's this always uses this, and then it uses the steam engines, and then it uses the accumulators. Which means right now, when it's coming dark, the steam engines start switching over. Which is not what I want. I want the accumulators to switch over. And to do that, it's a fairly easy thing to accomplish, but you do need circuit network. And that's the problem here, because circuit network is not something that I think I'm going to be able to research until I have green science. So that sucks. And then basic electronic boards? Well, at least it's not rubber. I freaking hate rubber. Swear to God. So yeah, we need to start thinking about basic electronic boards as well. Optics for light, meh. Absolutely meh. Electronics. We need to automate science production. What we really need to do is to blow this entire process out of the water. I'll have like 10 of these bastards running full stop, absolutely non-stop full speed. It's all down to the slag, isn't it? The slag is always the problem. And how do you get slag is the question. I think we can turn this crushed stone back to slag. No, I guess it's a one-way thing. So we can build slag slurry out of crushed stone. That's an idea. Is that going to help us at all? Okay, so that requires 5 times as much crushed stone as slag. 5 times as much. So maybe later, when we have just so much crushed stone coming out of this crushing process, we could think about doing that. But as for now, crushed stone is not something. Crushed stone we only really get from slag. And it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So doing this, which is a 5-to-1, completely pointless. Now this, maybe this is an idea. Because what this does is, this gives us slag, which is extremely useful. And then we get approximately the same amount. So this gives us, so 4 crushed sapphirite would usually give us 1 and a bit iron. But it'll give us 2 and a bit iron. But instead we can get 2 iron, 1 copper, and 1 slag, which we can then feed back into the system. We can do the same thing over there. So that's more efficient. So maybe we should start pursuing that. Can we pursue that? Let's take 50 out of there. Let's build 2 of these things. Because, yeah, then we will start getting a bit more efficiency out of these guys. A bit more of an efficient loop, so to speak. What is your problem? You're still waiting on steel. Have we run out of science? Looks like we have run out of science. Ah, yeah. All right. 10. I think 10 is the amount we need. Well, let's start getting this stuff going first anyway. Because I really like the idea of doing this. Let's destroy all of this stuff. Go away, inserter. You may have noticed, I didn't highlight it, but you may have noticed that I again did what I did in the Mega Base, which was give myself a crap load of power armor and some legs and some fusion reactors. So I can run, because yes, as I've mentioned quite a few times, I have tendinitis, and yeah, it helps. It really, really... Oh my god, you are a big bastard. Did these guys get bigger? I don't feel like he was that big before. Okay. That's huge. That's massive. Okay, we're going to have to do some stuff over here, I guess. So. And then you. Oh, that's going to suck, because you might accidentally put stuff out. So we don't... Filter inserters are going to be 1,000,000 miles away. Like 1,000,000 miles away. So, yeah. So we might end up with some stone making our way down here. Well, no. I think we should be okay. Let's just put a couple more inserters there and a single inserter there. Actually, I don't know if we need a single one. I'm just worried about this guy outputting stone accidentally, which I'm not crazy about the idea of that happening. Doesn't seem to be happening so far. If this backs up, it might happen, but we're totally not backing this chest up. We're just letting that chest go forever. So hopefully that'll be fine. Sorting. So give me some transport belts. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be happening. Okay, maybe we can just say, okay, it'll all work out. Speaking of which, need to do that. And then you need to be there. Power poles, we're running low on power poles again. Not good. Okay, and you are that sorting facility. Now this is the problem. This is where we need to... Can we get loaders? Loaders need basic electronic boards. Damn it. Because loaders are a really good early option for not needing filters. I'm assuming filter inserters around here somewhere, and they will. Express inserters, so capacity logistics 2, no. Near inserters, loaders. I can't even see filter inserters. Bugger it. No filter inserters, no loaders. Well, that's alright. We can output these directly into smelters off here. And yeah, maybe that'll be enough. Give me some stone. Give me some stone. I need another smelter, please. Oh, god damn it. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Get back in there. You get some of that, and you get some of that. Stone. 2. Alright. Well, let's do what we can first off. No, needs to be one more. Would it help if we had a liquefier within range of these guys? that it could put the slag into. I'm not sure that it would, to be honest. Because, yeah, this guy needs sulfuric acid, which we could pump over. I mean, that wouldn't be a big pain in the ass, but we gotta start thinking bigger picture here, because I don't know about this stuff. I really don't. This not having filter inserters thing is really annoying me. Okay, I've had enough of this. Had enough. Not going to take it anymore. Yeah, that should be enough actually. 1, 2, 3. Couple of chests. Oh, I've already got a couple of chests. You are iron gears. You are red science. 1, 2, 3. And the science takes twice as much iron, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, done. Don't have to worry about that anymore. That's gonna go forever. Okay. Should we just do a dumb approach like this? Should we just do a massive belt? Steel processing. Okay, done. Let's get electronics. Maybe we can faff basic solder plate, tin and lead. Shit. Okay. Suppose we could do something about that. I mean, it's not like we have to search for those ores anymore. We just switch these guys around and it all works out. But do we want a dumb system? That's the question I'm asking myself right now. And I'm not sure the answer is no, to be honest. Maybe it will work. So, we've got ourselves a dumb system here. Now, assuming we put some coal around. Let's go ahead and take this dumb system over to there. Okay. First things first. Slag goes in there. And no, not that one. This one. So we should be able to spare some more sulfuric acid. Give us some fire, those things. So I'll take care of the slag problem. And then put those over here somewhere. Now, take a bunch over that, make you iron, and you copper. I'm going to take away all your... I can't take away all your fuel. Damn this autofill mod. Okay, so that's got one left. Excellent. So that's now always going to be given copper, I think. I think so. I want that to be moved over a little bit. Alright. Now where's thing? Goes like that. You need to be moving a little bit faster, buddy. Need some coal down here. So we're going to feed coal down here to do the smelting. Oh god, that's screwed up already, has it? Copper, iron, and slag. 50 slag. Now we just have to feed this back. And this should actually increase the entire operation by quite a bit. Hopefully it will anyway. Okay, you need your own pole. There you go. Happy, happy, happy. You don't even need to be there. I just realized. There's not nearly enough slag coming in. You like that. Excellent. So now let's give us more of this. Yes, I know we need that stuff. Ah, too close. And one more underneath. We really are pushing that coal out everywhere. I hope that the coal actually lasts. It doesn't fall over in a heap. Okay, so like that. Another underground. Electronics finished. Excellent. What else do we need? Greenhouse. See, this would not be a bad idea to produce wood. Because our wood is... We're getting wood from this system, but I don't like getting wood from this system. I really don't. I really like being able to move away from that. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll still need this system to get coal, obviously, but for stuff like building the wooden boards, it would be a lot easier to have a greenhouse setup. Well, the greenhouse setups do take a lot of space. Like a lot of space. And we don't necessarily have a lot of space on this board. So that might be a problem. Okay. Can't do both of them. Okay. Not enough of those. So there we go. The system. Ah, I did start putting some stone out. You bastard. I was so sure that that was going to work, but it did not. In the end, it put out some stone. Huh. Okay, here's an idea. So you need to go up by one. And go over like that. And you need to get rid of all of that. Go like that. So what we do here is you go in like that. Of course that disconnected all of those things. Go away. You don't need to be doing that yet. Oh, no, we still need that guy, don't we? Oh, do we? No. You know what? I don't think we do need that guy anymore. So let's get the assembler. Where's my assembler gone? Now, produce me some stone. Alright, excellent. We just need... an underground here. Jeez, we're up to 40 minutes already. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Anyway, put the stone out there. Get us a whole bunch more iron. Oh, God damn it. Need those freaking inserters. Get that shit in there, please. Get it in there. This guy should be running way faster. I guess there isn't as much slag going into this as there might have been. Not quite as much. May need some more smelters. Yeah, these are running full speed. I suppose we can sort that out somehow. As soon as we get some of these loaders. I really, really want loaders, or at least filter inserters. Once we start getting loaders and filter inserters, then we will be able to do whatever we want. Not quite like that. Go up the top. Skip that stuff. And let's just finish this off. Let's get this system back up and running. I might as well just underground it again, I guess. Gonna get rid of that chest. And we're gonna put that chest here. And put a whole bunch of stone in there. Okay, so now we're definitely getting more efficient here, I feel like. Getting a little bit less iron and coal coming out, or iron and whatever that other stuff is, but no, it needs to be there. But I still feel like we're doing a pretty good job. I need one of you. So yeah, this is running free now, absolutely free. So we don't think we need more smelters. I don't think we do. And this will eventually drain out. Now we did want steel at some point, didn't we? A little bit of steel. That's right. Maybe that's how we'll finish off this episode, by getting a little bit of steel going. So... make sure we stock up on the alginic acid, because that's very helpful. Yep. You are again going to be pretty heavily constrained. That covers all of them. So there we go. There's going to be some steel. I'll actually constrain you to be 2 slots. And same with you. I'm going to constrain you to be 2 slots. And there we go. Dump all that in there. Dump all that in there. Iron. This is definitely iron. This is definitely... Ah, see, this is the problem. When they run out, when they don't have enough in there, then the filtering process stops working. So this is copper. Yeah, this whole process sucks. It sucks. It really, really, really sucks. Because, yeah, if we watch this now... So you got enough iron in there, but eventually you might run out of iron. Maybe this guy is... I don't know if it's close to running out of iron, but... Get in there. You get in there. Do me a lot more of that stuff. See, these stupid inserters. It'll insert only iron ore while there's iron ore in there, but once there's no more iron ore, it'll be like, ooh, I don't know what to do. And it'll just insert something else, like copper or slag or something like that. Which is definitely not what we want. Power. Was that power going loose? Ran out of coal here, obviously. How are we running out of coal? It's because we're shoving coal down here as well. Damn it. This should be running full speed. And maybe full speed isn't enough anymore. It's got to be the throughput of these machines that's just not doing it. This one in particular, this guy is got to be slow as. Okay, let's build another one of those. Let's build another one of those to get the actual wood being produced. That's a cut off the entire system. Excellent. So I have to do it like that. I need 3 more inserters. I don't know if we want to build a chest here. Not a bad idea. Build a single chest there, constrain that a little bit. There we go. We've got so much of this crap backed up, we might as well. So that'll give us more of that stuff, which will then make this guy run faster. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, so these guys are all backed up. I don't know if we actually need that. Ah, we better keep it just to be safe. Better keep it just to be safe. Alright, I think I'm going to finish the video off now. We've hopefully fixed coal with what we just did. And we can see this system start to get a little bit faster. A little bit better. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you guys later. Stay tuned for the next one.